Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video for you. Man, do I have a big video for you guys today. I totally put this together with like this whole crazy thing that's going on right now that I really wanted to share with you, okay? I have some big future picks for you, and they're all based around what we just saw. If you watch the trailer for the Multiverse of Madness, it came out of this during the Super Bowl, okay? I put a link in the description down below so you can go watch it. You should definitely go watch it. And there's some crazy stuff that's happening, and believe me, this is really big, okay? And I've had this big kind of revelation in the last little while here over the last few days. I've been really looking at stuff outside of the golden moments, you know, like the future of the app, where the best picks are for going forward, and what Veve has been telling us, right? So Veve's been dropping a whole bunch of stuff in the last little while that's been a little bit confusing for some people. You know, we've been wondering what these drops are all about. You know, why are we getting certain comic books, and why are we getting certain things in the app? And it's all starting to make sense. And the trailer that just came out really starts to solidify that. So I'm going to get into it in just a sec, and then I'm going to show you some picks in the app that I think that, would be really cool to go after, as a collector, not financial advice or anything, just as a collector to go after, to see if you should get them. I mean, this could be a really great opportunity while everyone's doing the golden moment thing, and they should be. I mean, it's fantastic, but you got to think a little bit further along like I do. This is what I do. I get into these deep dives about the app. I get into what's going on in the background, especially in Marvel, okay? And then I have a bonus page at the end with a little DC information that's totally separate, that just stick around to the end of the video because that's really important as well, I think. So let's get really into it right now, okay? I'm going to scroll ahead right here. So like I said, if you haven't seen the Multiverse of Madness trailer, please go see it. It's so cool if you're interested in that kind of thing, for sure. And you'll see some big stuff in it, just tons of stuff. But one thing in particular that stands out, okay, that is really key, okay, is this next screen right here, okay? Let's get into it. So what we see in that trailer is we see the hint, and it's not even just a hint, it's almost a confirmation of the Illuminati, okay? And the Illuminati group, the secret society that's in the Marvel comics. If you haven't seen them or read about them, just Google them. You can look it up. This is one particular comic book, right, that is really famous, okay? This isn't the first appearance of the group. That's a different comic book. I'll tell you about that in a sec. But this group right here that we saw in the trailer, where Doctor Strange goes up the steps and he has Iron Man sort of the robots beside him, and then we hear that voice, and this is a spoiler alert, okay? So so first of all, if you want to see the trailer, please go see it before you hear this next part. This is a spoiler for the trailer, okay? I don't want anyone getting upset with me, so I'll give you a second just to clear out. Okay, if you're still here, I'm going to go forward, okay? Anyway, we hear the famous voice of Jean-Luc Picard, or better known as Professor X, right here. He's right in that trailer. There is no denying it, okay? And that is a huge moment for Veve. It's a huge moment for the MCU. We're bringing in mutants. I mean, it's going to happen. And this group right here, you can see up in the trailer, there's a bunch of people sitting there, and it is this group. It's definitely this group, okay? There's going to be a different variation of it potentially as in this comic, but let's see who's in the group, okay? We got Professor X, Iron Man, okay? Iron Man's in there, okay? We got, the Prince Namor right there. We got Reed Richards, Doctor Strange, okay? And that's Black Bolt over there, okay? In case you don't know who he is, he's an Inhuman, right? So anyway, we got this crazy group. And now let me just tell you a little bit about the group, okay? I wanted to, just to tell you about this. You can look it up, but I'm just going to read this really quickly off my phone for you. The Illuminati are a fictional secret society, okay? And a group of superheroes appearing in American comic books, by Marvel Comics, of course. The characters join forces and secretly work behind the scenes, okay? Their first appearance was New Avengers number 7 in 2005. Okay, that's not this comic book. This is an Illuminati 5-part series. I believe it's a 5-part series, but you can get that Avengers number, New Avengers number 7 in 2005. Right now, just so you know, on eBay. It is absolutely exploding right now. So if you're into physical comic books, you can always zip over to eBay, check out New Avengers number 7 from 2005. You'll see people are listing it. The prices are going up because of these this is exactly what happens, and this could be happening for Veve shortly as well, right? I think we have a bit of time, but this is why I'm making this video, okay? Anyway, they go behind the scenes, and one of the places that they first get together, it's Iron Man's sort of idea, and they meet in Wakanda, okay? I mean, this is all coming together. Let me get into some of the drops about it. But like I said, go look it up. It's absolutely incredible. So that means that we are getting Fantastic Four most likely, okay, in the MCU. We're obviously getting the mutants in the MCU. So that means, like, what can you do to prepare in Veve with what we have and what we've been seeing on these drops, okay? And what has Veve been giving us? They've been giving us hints for like the last couple months, okay? And it's all starting to come together with the way the direction that Marvel is going in the movie. This is really key. So I put together some picks for you, okay? Let's get into that. And like I said, I have some bonus stuff at the end. We'll get into it a little bit more. Okay, so let's go right here. First pick for sure, just Fantastic Four number 1. I mean, if there was a better time to get it, it's probably now. It's been in the app for a long time. It's one of the awesomest comics in the world, and you can pick it up. The price is low. It's $165 for the common. This is a great pickup. We know that we're gonna probably see Mr. Fantastic now on this group. Okay, he's probably gonna be sitting up there if you watch the trailer. Okay, let's get into the next one right here. Just Mr. Fantastic himself as a first appearance. He's sitting at 47 gems, really overlooked. The whole Fantastic Four in the Mighties, really great to pick up potentially. I mean, this is an opportunity right here, potentially, right? Let's go now to Iron Man. Okay, so I made a video a few days ago about Iron Man and how I picked him up, and there's so much more importance now coming with him. Now, this is a multiverse, right? So the idea is that it's probably maybe not Tony Stark's Iron Man. It could be another Iron Man, and here's a little thing. This is what I do. I go online, I go in these deep dives, and this is how my mind works in the Marvel Universe. That we had, there's talk that Tom Cruise was actually on set, okay, on this movie, and there's always potential of him being Iron Man in the past, okay? There was talk about it. This could be another version of Iron Man, but still, if you don't have Iron Man Golden Moment, okay, this is like a pretty crucial moment. If they show him in another trailer coming up, it's just gonna go berserk. I mean, it's Iron Man, right? So anyway, think about that, okay? I picked one up a few days ago before I even saw the trailer. I just had this feeling, this trend. I've been seeing stuff online about Iron Man a lot, so I picked one of them up, okay? I might pick up another one. I mean, it's a gold moment anyway, so you're totally good, right? So let's go on to the next one. Oh, by the way, it's going for to a 2,600 gems. So mark this date, because in a month from now, it could be 5,000 for all we know. I don't know, right? Not financial advice, just letting you know. Okay, so go on to the next one. Well, we got Storm a little while ago, okay? And we were like, oh yeah, that's cool. And X-Men, right? Now we sort of know why mutants are coming to the MCU. She's the first. Great opportunity to pick her up right now. I mean, let's think about this, right? People are already getting excited about her a little while after she dropped. When she first dropped, she was going for under her store price, and now things are going to start happening, right? Potentially. So there's another good pick for you. Okay, and then we have, the Invisible Woman. Okay, so with the Fantastic Four, with this Illuminati thing, I mean, now we know why potentially we got her, okay, as a premium figure. I mean, why would we get her, right? It's all starting to make sense. It's coming together, right? Let's go on to the next one. Oh, by the way, she's 45. Did I say how much she was? She's 63, so these are cheap. These are the commons. You can go for the higher level ones too, right? Anyway, now we got Spider-Man, the zombie hunter with Doctor Strange's cape. This one maybe not anything to do with the movie necessarily, but with the multiverse and what if and all that, it's still great. And it's a first appearance Spider-Man, right? And he's got Doctor Strange's cape. So I just threw him in there because why not? Super good pick, kind of a crossover, right? He's going for 50, if you can believe it right now. My God. Anyway, let's get into Doctor Strange's comic. So this comic book, I was wondering, what is this comic book all about that dropped? The Strange Academy? And Doctor Strange starts training, like, other people, like magicians, basically, with magic, younger ones. And guess who helps him? The Scarlet Witch. If you read this comic book, it's incredible, right? It's actually really could be really important. And like, they don't just drop these comic books for no reason. Like, they have a reason for what they're doing, right? Veve knows, and Marvel knows, what they're doing. Okay, so let's just think about that. The secret rare you could pick up for $6.25. I threw the most expensive one because the common's like 18 gems. So anyway, another potentially amazing pick now that things are moving forward, right? And then you could also maybe pick up, the Scarlet Witch's first appearance. This comic's been in the app for a little while, but it dropped before. And why did they pick this particular X-Men comic with her first appearance? Obviously she had her show. She's in the multiverse movie now, like with Doctor Strange. Easy pickup for sure. She's going for like 56, okay? Let's go to the Fantastic Four comic. So this big, huge comic, okay, is dropping with the Golden Moments in the morning, okay? So by the time you see this video, it's probably already come out. It's probably not going for a whole lot because people don't really understand what this comic's about. Let me just give you a little backdrop of this comic as well, because I looked into it. I looked into it before, and I was like, what's this all about? But now with the trailer, it's like got so many heroes in it, okay, and so many villains that are in the MCU right now and that are in the app, right? It's like it's more than just a like a Valentine's Day thing, but it's a perfect match with Valentine's Day. So it's actually brilliant, right? So think about this, okay? So Nick Fury and Shield are providing security for the wedding of Reed Richards, right? You see the alternate covers. And, they prevent a guest who the puppet master is controlling, okay, just a character, and they're trying to poison the Thing, okay? So anyway, while the Thing is considered to be, to tell Reed Richards about the incident, the Mole Man and his groupies, they attack beneath the building, and Professor X, okay, summons the X-Men to aid the Thing to like help them to ward them off, okay? Meanwhile, the Fantastic Four, like Reed and Sue and Johnny Storm and them, they're attacked by the Red Ghost and some other people, and they're later banished, okay, by Doctor Strange. Okay, so he steps in to help out. So isn't this something, right? And so anyway, after those attacks happen with the wedding, because they're totally trying to crash the wedding, Doctor Doom increases the power. Doctor Doom steps in, right? And so does the Black Knight, okay? And so like the Black Knight, we just had him a little while ago, right? So, and then of course, also later on in the comic, you see Daredevil, battling with the Black Knight or being chased by him. And Daredevil's comic just came recently. So anyway, we don't want to go too much further into that, waste your whole night. But you can like totally go look this comic book up. It's got so many characters, right? That are just seeming to be coming to the surface, right? So this is what they're doing, right? So let's go on to the next one right here. This is that whole thing I was just reading about. Okay, so let's just look at the last few drops that we've had from Veve, and it all starts to come together, right? Okay, so we have Daredevil, right? Okay, he obviously made his appearance recently in the Marvel movie, right? In the Spider-Man movie, go see that. He didn't jump around or anything. He was just a lawyer. And then we have Captain America. We have the Falcon right there, of course. So he's already made his like Captain America, like he's already turned into Captain America. So he's gonna have a ton of stuff in the ahead. And then we have Miss Marvel down here with the Spider-Man comic. She's going to be in the Captain Marvel movie that's coming up as well. So she's already in it. And then of course we have the Black Panther comic. So I just told you how like Iron Man met with all the Illuminati the first time in Wakanda. So, right? And then of course we have another X-Men comic that dropped and Storm's on the cover, okay? And there's some stuff in there with someone named Plague who anyway, you have to read the comic, but there's some tie-ins there. So like I said, okay, so like you have to start recognizing that Veve knows what they're doing, or at least Marvel knows what they're doing by dropping this stuff in the app. And it's up to us, okay, to like see the signs, follow the trends, and look further down the road. And that's what I'm doing for you today. I look way down the road, and hopefully you get some of this good info out of it. Hopefully this video is really like interesting for you, because it's super interesting for me. So anyway, now I have a bit of bonus material at the end, and it doesn't involve the MCU, it involves DC, okay? And I hope you like this one. This is a little bit of an extra thing that I thought I'd throw in here, which is really important, okay? One last look right here at the Illuminati group. First, look at how amazing that is, right? Look at all the characters, right? And right in the middle there, Professor X, right? and Iron Man, right? So amazing. Anyway, let's go on to, like I said, about my bonus material. So I have a little bonus material, and this involves Superman, okay? And this is really, really something. What DC is doing with Superman, okay, is quite something. They've been repositioning him in the last little bit here with some of their comic books, and they're creating him as even higher powered and more important, which means they're thinking about what they're going to be doing with him in the future. And this is really good. If you don't have Superman in the app, I've made lots of, everybody knows, if you've been watching my channel, that I've purchased a few Supermans. I'm super high on him right now. I think there's a lot of potential with what's going on, and he's the only one in the app. But let's get into what I'm talking about. Justice League Incarnate #4. This is a comic that just came out. This is really important. They actually just defined what the superheroes in the DC universe are actually all about. Okay, this is mind-blowing. Okay, Superman's epic true purpose in the multiverse confirmed by DC. Okay, and you can look this up. Okay, this isn't my opinion. This is literally what they put out. Okay, so the Justice League Incarnate confirms Superman's central role in the multiverse as the blueprint on which reality's immune system is based. Okay, so what that means is that the general idea is that the multiverse in the DC has this built-in immune system that it's created, and the immune system, to protect itself, are the superheroes. And Superman was the arrival of him way back when was the beginning of this system. So if you read any of the DC comics with the Crisis and all that kind of stuff, those storylines where the whole multiverse is totally in peril and everything, and the superheroes have to step in and save them, that's what the superheroes are. They're like an immune system for the multiverse, right? And it just puts Superman right at the top as kind of the main sort of superhero that is the first, right? He's pretty much the first modern superhero, right? Superman with his comics and stuff way back when. And this is how they're starting to define him, right? And they're positioning him above everybody, and not just in power, but just in terms of why he was created. And then the villains, okay, all the villains that they fight are kind of when you and I get a cold, and our immune system then fights off a cold or a virus or whatever, and it strengthens our immune system once you get through it. That's sort of what the villains are, that they fight. And their only purpose in a lot of ways is then to prepare the superheroes for these giant events, these crazy multiverse killing events. It's really astounding what they're doing. Okay, whether you like it or not, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about that, but it's just positioning Superman even higher, okay? So just think about that, right? Anyway, I hope you like this video. I'm just going to scroll back right here just to this screen with all these dudes. Let me know what you think of the picks. Let me know what you think about what Veve's doing, about what Marvel's doing, about that last bonus DC material with Superman. There's so many exciting things going on right now. It's so cool. The golden moments are happening. Everybody's got their eye on that, and they totally should. But sometimes when that happens, my eye goes that way. And, this is what I'm seeing, right? So let me know what you think, okay? Look at the links in the description that I give you. If you like this video, please click like. If you want to subscribe and see more of this crazy stuff, let me know, right? Hit subscribe, right? And then you can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I put both links in there as well. I will follow you back, okay? I want to see what you're doing. This is where we get all the information, right? And I hope you did well at the gold moments. For me, I'm making this video the night before, so by the time you see this video, I'll know if I got one or not. I don't even know. So hopefully you got one too. I'll see you in the next video. Let this sink in. Let me know in the comments what you think. Happy collecting.